Call First Republic at 718-380-0006 and eliminate the middleman.
Right now, Rajan, it's me and you talking about First Republic Mortgage Bankers business.
That's right.
And we had a lot of conversation today. Scott, Tony, Eddie, John. And now I've got you here to ride home with us, basically.
That's right. Well, you know what, Mona? It's a great time at First Republic right now. For anybody that's even, have been reading the newspapers and watching, they'll see refinances have gone up 50%. 50%. That means the word is out.
Yes.
That now is the time to refinance. It is a great opportunity to be able to save money. It's a great opportunity to get out of the adjustables and get into a very, very low fixed rate. I myself, I have to admit, I am in the process of refinancing myself.
Well, you go, dude.
Hey, I have to. You know what? When the opportunity is there,
that's exactly it.
You got to take advantage of it. I mean, you don't get many opportunities to get a 4.5% rate. So it is a great, great rate. And many of my past clients and new clients, I mean, they can't wait. They just want to know when they could come in and take the, sign up the application and when they can start doing their process. And in many cases, we see that, people are just saving a ton of money, which is very, very important right now.
It very much is. And a lot of people who called today and that when we spoke to the other loan officers and Scott today, we talked a lot about the streamline because as you say, you've got a lot of clients who in the past received FHA loans.
That's right. Because, myself, I have to say, I mean, it's just a tremendous amount of streamlines that we have seen. Past clients of mine that, back in the days, they needed an FHA loan because the credit scores were kind of low and they needed to pay off some credit card debts or they needed to refinance. And they've got 6.5% rates because back then that's what the interest rates were. They've got a 6.5% or a 7% or a 6.25%. Now they could get a 4.5%.
Makes a world
and not
of
only
difference.
that, but it's such an easy process because you don't need to look at income.
True.
You don't need to look at credit. I mean, it doesn't get easier than that. All they're going to look to see is that you're saving money.
You're saving money.
That's
the point.
And in some cases, too, I've got 2 clients, right? The closing costs, they were willing to pay it because they didn't want to do the appraisal. They're paying their closing costs. We don't need to do an appraisal. They're actually going to close the end of this week. We're looking at a closing date of Friday. We did their application on Saturday.
This past Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
It is that
streamlined.
simple.
That's
Streamlined
what the
right
word
now
means.
is the way to go. So any folks out there that have an FHA loan, you have a 6% or higher than that, and you really want to save some money and don't go through the hassle of having to get pre-approved and get qualified and go through the whole tedious process, then you can do a streamline. And it's a great way to save some money. And, the other thing is, I'm seeing is that people are really taking the opportunity right now to get out of their adjustables.
Yes.
I've got a lot of adjustables that were resetting come this month, and people really need to get out of it, and they're getting a great deal because they're getting out of these adjustable rate mortgages and getting a low fixed rate.
And the adjustables can pop up really high in one shot.
Of course.
3 or 4 points they can pop up.
Why exactly? And the thing about it is, why would you want to stay in something that's going to fluctuate from a few months? Every few months it's going to fluctuate. You can't, budget yourself on something like that. Because, hey, this month my payment's going up $500. 6 months from now my payment's going up another $1,000 or $400 or $300. How can I budget myself? I can't.
In these times, you need to have stability.
That's correct.
You need to be stable. You need to know that month after month, this is what my obligations are.
That's
and
true.
To have an adjustable is not smart right now.
Exactly. Why? And not only that, why would you want to pay 7%, 8%? Why waste all that money when you can get 4.5%? I mean, I'm telling you, Mona, you've got to hear some of the conversations I have with some of my clients. They just can't believe it. They want to just run in the door and sign as quickly as possible. I've been so overwhelmed with calls and appointments of people coming in. I mean, there's certain days we have 10 appointments, 12 appointments in one day. I've been in the office till 10 o'clock. And 10:30 because people are coming in.
And you will stay for them because they're coming, you're there for them.
Exactly. I'm going to make myself available to help those that want to be helped. And that's the truth. And I'm happy, and I have to say that, I'm glad that people are really listening, taking the advice, and getting the help that they need. Because, folks, we don't know how long it's going to last for. things are getting worse with property values going down, so many of you can be qualified right now and get the help right now. And, you know, you just need to take advantage of it. You've just got to, you know, make the call.
Let's put the number in there.
That's right. We just make a call to 718-652-6200 and get the facts. And when we say about get the facts, we mean about finding out what your payment's going to be, how much you can save, what are the requirements for FHA Streamline or a regular FHA mortgage, or even our 4.5% conventional that we have.
Yes.
For many of those out there that have excellent credit and you've been paying your mortgage and you say, hey, what about me? What benefits do I get? Guess what? You could get a 4.5% also. So you need to pick up the phone and call 718-652-6200 and get started.
Yes.
And take care of your financial situations. It's a new year. It's a new leaf. Start fresh. Start the right way. Take care of your finances. I think that's the most important thing that you could do for yourself this year.
Yes.
And the most important thing you could do for your family is to stabilize your financial situation. And the way to do that is by calling 718-652-6200 and get all the information that you need.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Rajan, he's our loan officer in studio with us this evening. And Rajan is advising, suggesting, asking, telling, however you want to look at it. For you to make the phone call is to 718-652-6200. He's here. You heard him say he'll hang out in his office. He'll see you. You can come here till whatever hour you need. Rajan is here for you. You can simply pop in. You can come to our loan officer's desk right here at the corner of 222nd Street and White Plains Road, which is the Bronx branch of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. But call, ladies and gentlemen, 718-652-6200 is the number.
And you know, one other thing, Mona, the truth about it is, folks, you do the math for yourself. Think about it. You have credit cards right now where we know that the credit card companies can raise your interest rate up whenever they want, however high they want it, right? Up to about 30%.
Yes.
So you think about it. Why should I pay 29% on a credit card when I could pay that off by refinancing?
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.